Good afternoon and welcome to the Abrao podcast. So today we are going to reveal like how industry stalwarts and leaders make their invisible choices that impacts a lot of shipments. So to discuss this, we are with an industry stalwart who's sitting with her and heading the NVOCC division, and how his timely decisions and capacity and understanding this complexity is shaping up the company that he represents. So today I'm going to welcome Mr. Anand Naik. He's the executive director for Blue Marling NVOCC. So to begin with, I just wanted to understand how your complex decision making when you're choosing carriers and the former forwarders. So any friction that has been caused during that time, like how you work on those kind of situations basically. That's
Thank you.
Yeah.
Basically, to brief, as you rightly said, almost 30 years in the shipping industry and have started working for carriers like CMA,
Mhm.
ANL, and also experience with the forwarding arm like AMI, EMU. So I have seen all the sides of the coin, you can say, from the carrier's perspective also and from the forwarder's perspective also. And finally, from the forwarding side, you can come to understand the requirements or the ideas from the shipper's side and the consignee side. So luckily, last 30 years, the experience is from all angles of the shipping industry, where you know what is the requirement of the cargo owner, you know what is the requirement of the forwarder, you know what is the requirement of the shipping line.
Correct.
Now coming back to the core subject, the difference between a carrier and an NVOCC or a forwarder.
Okay.
Carrier nowadays are they are like monetized, you can say. They are more on the web and less on interaction.
Interesting.
So I have been in the deep sea trade to Europe, to Africa. Coming to NVOCC, wherein we are handling short leg, Blue Marlin is handling short leg to Middle East, Upper Gulf, and in short leg, it's short transit time. You have to be more focused. The customers are the requirements are different compared to the deep sea trade. Because the deep sea trade, the transit time is between 21 days.
Okay.
Where in the short sea trade, the transit time is between 2 days to 3 days to, let's say, 7 days.
Okay.
So it's a very short transit, and the focus is on the core issue is the focus is on the communication. Working with an NVO, you have to be communicating with your customers very well, or else it becomes a dilemma, it becomes a mess. So NVOCC has to give a service to the customer as compared to the carrier. Carrier is not able to give the service level because they focus on deep sea, US trade, which doesn't require customer service as it requires for Middle East trade. Under Middle East trade, because of short transit time, you have to be communicative, you have to give alerts. Of course, the schedule reliability, all are there.
Okay.
But that carrier also gives the schedule reliability. But if your communication is weak or bad, then it creates a lot of issues, a lot of cost for the customer as for the NVO as well.
True.
So this is the nature of the business we are in as an NVOCC, where because of the short transit, your service levels are extremely high as compared to a carrier. Yeah.
So when in terms of when it's a short leg,
yes,
there's more customer connect, and then there is more confidence, and then there's more
because the buyer is waiting there on the other side. Yeah.
Correct.
The buyer is waiting on the other side because of the short transit time.
Correct.
So
that becomes very critical
very
for you all to. So the sum up of for a discussion is that communication is the key. For
absolutely.
Everything, irrespective of whether you are a liner, or whether you are a NVOCC, or whether you are a feeder operator, or whatever you are. So what the point
gives a clear idea.
So the point that you want to take over is here is the communication is holds everything important.
Yeah. And the days of WhatsApp where
and the way you also communicate, with what rate you communicate, what time that you communicate also makes a lot of difference.
Of the age of WhatsApp nowadays, it's so fast.
Yeah.
So we think WhatsApp is only for personal, but now WhatsApp business has come. So everything is on WhatsApp. Even the bills are now going on WhatsApp. So it's so fast that it's not the communication is first part.
Correct.
But the speed of communication also, we should add that point, speed of
Correct.
communication. So WhatsApp and internet, of course, 15 years back, we didn't have the luxury. Everything was manual.
Right.
But nowadays, because the age of internet, everything is super fast.
Okay.
So both the sides, it's a shipper
So
or a consignor.
in a way, what you are trying to say is what kind of platforms that are available and how you use it judiciously in communicating
Correct.
your things
Correct.
to the
Correct.
customers.
Correct.
Okay. So thank you. That was a very good insight that you gave on our first question. I mean, thank you, Anand, on that. So now moving on to another point of discussion that we want to do is, so this is a little bit kind of a trickier one. So would you like to share any example where a small operational concession by a line, okay, reduce the major cost for you, and you have actually missed out on that?
Okay, for example, we are in the perishable industry carrying perishable cargo like banana, onions, which goes in reefers. Now, reefer supply chain is faster than the dry supply chain.
Okay.
And it's very, very, as I said, you have to be on the toes all the time. Coming to reefers, you have to be on the top because those are perishable. They have a lifespan. Like, for example, we are exporting chilies.
Okay.
Chilies have a lifespan of only 10 to 12 days.
Okay.
Banana has a lifespan of 15 to 20 days.
All right.
Grapes, of course, has a lifespan. That's why it's exported to Europe.
Okay.
So each perishable commodity has a lifespan. Your meat has a lifespan, but it is expensive.
Okay.
So when you're choosing a operator to load the reefers, and if you choose a carrier, the issue with the carrier would be they could always leave the box if the vessel is full or they have a storage issue, and leave that box aside, wherein we'll have to bill the shutout cost for that box, and they would not bother to pay for the shutout. But vis-a-vis, when you plan with the feeder, there is a reliability, there is an assurance that when the feeder is accepting a booking of reefer, they ensure us that if we are on time, most of the time the reefer boxes also come on VI chain because of the gate and the port situation.
Correct. Yes.
But the feeder ensures that they will take the stowage and they will ensure that the box is loaded on the ship without any delays, and we get 100% reliability from the feeder as compared to the carrier, because carrier will focus on their own COC and not care for the SOC. This SOC for them.
Yeah.
So they will not be caring much as compared to the.
So that's
feeder.
a clear distinct between a feeder and the mainline operator that you are trying to drive over here, and that major one decision in the cost can have huge consequences.
Because, you are messing up with storage cost, you are messing up with shutout cost, but overall, you could lose the customer as well.
Absolutely.
Because he will miss a deadline at the other end. And the consignee would have planned either to give it to Lulu, the Lulu store in Dubai, or to the other chains like Choitaram, because Lulu and Choitaram are the fast moving chains in Dubai, for example. And they have a shelf, and if the product is not on their shelf, they lose their customers. So they can even cancel the order if they doesn't reach on time, because on their shelf, if that product is not there, they will lose their regular customers. And they will boycott the shipper henceforth. So it's a chain reaction. So you have to be very careful when you are taking perishable cargo. You have to choose the right feeder, right space, and right schedule. If you don't do that, you end up messing up. For carrier, it doesn't care because they are carrying so many cargo on board, which also has deep sea cargo. Because a lot of vessels go via Dubai to Africa. So a lot of times what happens is the carrier priority is more of African cargo than the Dubai cargo. And carrier has an advantage because carrier has cargo from Dubai to Africa. So they have less priority for cargo from India to Dubai, for example.
So interesting, Anand, and the point that we want to take out from here is how the operators are giving priority to what kind of cargo or what kind of containers that you carry. And here we are talking about reefer cargo that is utmost on the priority because of the cost factor, the value of the cargo, and then the shelf, the life shelf of that particular commodity that is being loaded. So thank you, Anas. This is a wonderful insight that you given on the point number 3. So moving forward, uh, last but not the least, what what the bespoke support that you received from Abrao that you would like to share over here and recommend uh, to the to your customers or your friends and those.
As you rightly pointed out, we have been established with Abrao Group for almost a decade now.
Yeah.
And most important, what I feel is when you are choosing a feeder or a carrier, is the reliability. It's very important.
Okay.
Communication, already have emphasized, communication is vital, but reliability, schedule integrity, these are very important. And most important above this is communication, which bottom line is communication. How fast you can communicate, as I mentioned, the Indigo crisis. So coming back to Abrao, what we see is there is a good integrity, good communication, where the customers are aware, where the ships are delayed, there's a prior communication. When you communicate, the things become very easy for us and for our customers. But when you don't communicate, then it has a cascading effect. Absolutely. Then it's a bad name for us and bad name for the feeder as well, in which case Abrao. So coming back to the Abrao service levels, we are very satisfied with the professional approach, the professional team we have in Abrao for more than a decade. Of course, Savant is my friend. We have been working for a long time. But keeping aside the friendship part, the company has to have an ethos. They have to have a goal. They have to have ethos. They have to have communication. I am repeating the same thing, but it's very important. And way above is integrity. When the communications are clear, when there is a very fair points being relayed to us, this is the situation in the port, please take care, please delay your cargo, then things become very easy. So what I find about Abrao is the schedule integrity, the communication, the very clear communication, I would say, in which we are able to adjust our schedule, our customers. And when we have our customers on board, the same customers are with you, or the same cargo is with you. So coming back to Abrao, I believe the ethos is very good. The management is absolutely open. We had a lot of discussions with the management as well, once in a year, 6 months down the line, come down. They come down to our office, we go to their office. We have open discussion on issues, because nothing is perfect in this world. You have to adapt, you have to discuss. So there's a lot of good communication wherein they understand what is our requirement, we understand what is their situation, and we always come to a conclusion where it's a win-win situation. So I would say, coming to the Abrao Group services, the management, the staff, they have been quite good, and they have been very open, I would say. And when, as he highlighted one point, when you are under pressure, what do you do? So I think when you're under pressure, you have to take a deep breath, try to understand what is the situation, how do we solve the situation.
Correct.
Because what I've seen is people start shouting. Correct. There is no solution.
Correct.
So when there is a crisis, as I rightly said, the Indigo crisis, it could have been handled better way. But of course, we don't know what has happened behind. We only are seeing what has happened in the airport. Correct. But when you handle it very peacefully, things get resolved. So I think that comes with experience. Correct. That comes with understanding. That comes with the knowledge of that subject. If you have the knowledge of the subject, you understand what is the issue. Right. You find a way out. Correct. Because every problem has a solution, as people say. Okay. So we find a solution. We talk to each other. Arrive at a solution. So I find so far, working with Abrao, there's a sync. I would say there's a sync where both parties are able to come on the table, discuss the issue, and sort it out. This is the feature which I would like to appreciate and recommend people to work with Abrao.
That's wonderful, Anand. And thank you so much for your valuable insights. And thank you so much for your support.
Thank you.
And we'd like to this support continue in 2026.
Definitely.
And we want to keep you on board always.
Thank you very much.
Thank you being